What the hell is this?
Bear spray, my own recipe.
Do you think that's gonna stop me from...
Dad!
Sweetheart.
Still all about that bear spray, huh?
Yeah. You think we need to talk about the friends you're making?
Danny's not a friend.
Really? Because couldn't help but notice you went for snowy Uberwald instead of live volcano.
Not now, okay, Carm? God, Dad. Wait, how are you even here? Last time we talked, you were packing the car to come get me for Christmas vacation, and then the earthquake started.
Yeah, well, you remember Mrs. Karnstein, right? Well, her son, Louis, he applied to Silas, and I brought him along to check out the campus. And then when the earthquakes happened, well, we got stuck in Einhorn for the night. Around 3 a.m., I get woken up by Mr. Hollis. Dude, your daughter's making some crazy-ass vids.
Video? You saw my videos?
The missing roommate, human sacrifice, my roommate the vampire bit me.
Well, the blood loss was minor.
But none of that compares remotely compares to the fact that you were possessed by an evil, supernatural, evil dean of a private university where I am paying an exorbitant amount of tuition to keep you safe. Anyway, I left Louis in Einhorn, and I nearly drove off the road twice trying to get here, and then the last huge earthquake just swallowed my car, and I was rescued by a giant, which would really have been upsetting if videos hadn't already broadened my horizon. So anyway, this giant, Bob, he needed help navigating through the Styrian Alps, and he has a cousin, apparently, who works here. Do you know him? He works in the phys ed department. Anyway, everything was fine. We decided to hike in together, and everything was going great until we came across a safety patrol of Styrian villagers. Well, it might as well have been the crowd scene from Frankenstein. And then I managed to sneak onto campus while they just kept chasing poor Bob with those pitchforks. And then it was just about the little tiny swarms of dragons and talking fungus and a lady who I think was a harpy. None of them had any idea of what might have happened to you. And then I saw this door, and I put my ear up against it to listen, and I hear you getting assaulted by a vampire again.
So how many of my videos did you see exactly?
Hey, Laura, great news on the research front.
Dad, this is my friend, LaFontaine. Laugh. This is my dad.
Wow, you weren't kidding about the overprotective bit. I'm pretty sure my parents have rented out my room to a nursing student and decided she's my replacement.
LaFontaine. Laura's talked about you. You're the biology major with the sampling obsession. And who doesn't want to be a girl anymore?
Dad, that's not...
It's fine. It's less about the she and more about the they these days, Mr. Hollis.
Oh, of course, my apologies.
It can take some getting used to.
Yeah, well, I mean, I can deal with vampires and giants. This is hardly a stretch.
That's very logical.
So anyway, speaking of vampires, do you ladies and not ladies just mind giving me a moment alone with my daughter? Please?
Of course.
Thank you.
Come on, Bad Seed. I need an extra pair of eyes on these.
Sure.
So, look, honey, I only saw Louis Kransky's greatest hits, but believe me, it was more than enough.
Good. Because some of those videos might have been edited in ways that could be misleading.
Really? So you're not camped out in an evil university, dating a vampire who nearly gave you up as a human sacrifice? Hmm?
Okay, yes, but escaping the evil university was complicated, and Carm would never hurt me. She saved my life.
Oh, would your life have needed saving if she wasn't in it? Do you remember what I said to you when you told me you were a lesbian?
Thank God you finally said it.
After that.
You better find a girl who deserves you.
Yes! That! And this might be so shocking to you, but murderous vampire wasn't exactly what I had in mind!
Dad, seriously, are you more concerned with the evil university or my love life?
Is there a difference?
It's not even like that. We aren't even really together anymore.
Really? All right, well, okay. I mean, Yeah, I'm sure it's much more complicated than what I've seen, and she does get points for saving your life. So we can take her with her when we leave. You just have to say your goodbyes before we get home.
Wait, what? Home?
Yeah, honey, I just spent the last 5 months battling through untold insanity trying to find you. You bet your sweet Bippy I'm taking you home.